the east.
Oh, wow. Can't get it right, can we?
Well, we're having tornado warnings.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
What? Ellen?
We're having barrels with dead people come up from the lake. So,
Ellen, what is going on in Richmond?
They're talking about it's going to be like ping pong ball size hail and tornado warnings, but it's a little south of us. So hopefully we'll miss it.
Stay inside.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're just, looks like so far we're going to have rain.
Oh, wow.
Shabbat
Crazy weather.
shalom. How is everyone?
Someplace else.
Hope we had a good week.
Say hi to
And
Rabbi.
if not, it's Shabbat. So let's take a deep breath and let it all out. Allow everything to disappear. And Shabbat is here. It's a time for us to be happy, to enjoy, to rejoice. And we're going to let the angels in to join us for Shabbat, the Malachim. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalem, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Li Leshalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Ya Elai, 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 Ya Elai, Ya Elai, Elai, Ya Elai, 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 Ya Elai, Ya Elai, Elai, Bi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalem, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom. That's the way to start Shabbat, with singing, with dancing, with clapping. And we have Rebecca lighting the candles for us.
Okay, did I unmute? I think I did. I
Yes.
just wanted to make sure I was unmuted before I started to do this. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kadishanu b'mitzvotav lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Amen. Amen ve amen. And let's get the service up. There it is. And we are going to ask everyone to unmute. And Jeff, how about you lead us responsively? Oh, you have to unmute.
May the doors of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship.
May
Welcome
all who have
all
burdens,
May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness, pride, envy, and enmity. May this Kehillah be for all who enter a doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
Amen. And in this this week's Parsha, Kedoshim, we talk just about that. One of the things we talk about is about being holy, about making this world a more richer and more meaningful place to be. But we'll talk about that in a second. הרחמה ידיד נפשה הרחמן משוחד דך אל רצונך היי די 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 אל מול הדרך ידיד נפש אב הרחמן קדמה פנה בתודה בזמירות נריע לו
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום, ישועתו, היי לי 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 לי
going to ask Shelley to read Shabbat is the place for us.
My dogs may join us. Shabbat is
Awesome.
the place where time and space meet without questioning how the beginning began or how the ending ends. Shabbat is the place where song and silence meet, blessing each other with the gift of rest. Shabbat is the place where dreams and angels meet, yearning together for a world of peace. Shabbat is the place where holiness and eternity meet, praying together for the world to come.
Amen.
לך דודי לקראת קהילה, פני שבת תקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהילה, פני שבת תקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד ישמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד. ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת קהילה, פני שבת תקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהילה, פני שבת תקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם. נשוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קהילה, פני שבת תקבלה. די די לך דודי, די די לקראת כלה. די די פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני די די לקראת כלה. די 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 פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום התת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצלה, תוך אמוני ים סגולה. בואי חלה שבת לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
We continue silently. ברוך אתה אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב הרבי. The Shema is a very interesting meditation, and it's one of those prayers that really exemplifies or really explains what Judaism is about. Not just the concept of the one God, but the concept of, believing in having your own belief about God, about traditions, about Judaism, about your spirituality, and at the same time having the community, enjoying that with the community of like-minded people, or maybe they don't exactly believe what you do, but we have the connection of being Jewish together. And so it's one of those meditations, there's some spiritualities that just say it's your personal relationship with God. And then there are some that say it's a communal thing and everybody has to have that. And in Judaism, we say, well, you can have it both ways. You can have your own relationship as well as a relationship with the whole community. And so when we say the Shema, when we cover our eyes, we are exemplifying that. We are, on one hand, saying and meditating the Shema by ourselves, to ourselves, between us and God, and saying, God is one. And at the same time, we're with everybody else in this community and meditating with everyone else. So let's unmute, and we take our time as we say the Shema. Shema Israel Adonai
That was really cool.
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
And I'm not sure if you know this. Most probably do. Some might not. I'm highlighting here, we have transliteration. So if you don't know the Hebrew itself to read it, you can always look to the transliteration. It's in every prayer, and sometimes it's going to be right underneath every sentence, and sometimes just in a paragraph like this, and that way you can follow us. And at some point, maybe we'll have a Hebrew lesson, an easy one, so we can all follow along.
באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילתו ספלה. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילתו ספלה. מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים, לפני משה זה לי. אנו ועמו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילתו ספלה. עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל ירושלים. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Baruch atah Adonai הפורס סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל ירושלים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל ירושלים. ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ביום השביעי שבת ויהי נחת, ושבו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ברית עולם.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This week we are in the Torah portion of Kedoshim, and it has a lot of rules and a lot of laws. And often people just focus on, and there are a lot. So the one that really stuck out to me this week when I was trying to prepare and read for it, of course, Rabbi Shai wrote a beautiful article about Ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha, which is one of the concepts about loving your neighbor. That's one of the famous ones. And there's another one that I really like. It's in Leviticus 19:14, and it's part of it. So the part of it says, "Do not curse the deaf, and do not put obstacles in front of the blind." So, the rabbis were asking, why? The deaf can't hear you anyway, so why can't you, if you said something, if you cursed, you said, something to them, something bad about them to them, they wouldn't know, they wouldn't hear you, they wouldn't be able to understand. So why is it so important for the Torah? In the same, the blind, if you put something in front of them, yeah, they probably would, if they trip and they'd fall, that's an obvious one. But why is the Torah? Why is it so important? It's one of the laws. It's one of those important laws. It's right there. And why is it so important to do that? So how about we open up let's unmute and let's have a couple of answers. Why do you think it's so important to not curse the deaf behind their back or in front of them?
Too easy. It's too easy to curse the deaf. They can't hear you. They can't defend themselves. You're going to get away with it, and you know it beforehand.
Yeah, I like that.
And I think it means that you shouldn't do it behind their back, because if we're not there, we're deaf to what people are saying and we have no recourse to it. We can't answer whether it's true or whether it's false or give an answer to it. So we should always have a chance to answer an accusation or a curse or whatever it is. And if you're doing it when we're deaf, then we don't have that choice.
Yeah.
I think it's in general to respect the people that are disabled, not only deaf.
I think it's a matter of how it makes you feel when you do it, even if they don't hear it. Correct.
It's unkind and it's just evil speech.
It's like the ultimate lashon hara, because they're not even here to defend themselves, or it's the worst time to do it. Not that it's ever a good time, but it feels just even deeper.
Yeah. I think I saw Shelley raising her hand too.
Yeah, I agree with Merle. And I think that the universe hears it. God hears it. It's out there. That energy's out there.
That's absolutely the case. Everything everyone said is absolutely the case. And Merle and Shelley get the prize for actually what one of the rabbis, the Maharal, said, that everybody gets a prize, of course. All the answers are correct. There's never a wrong answer. The Maharal said that when we curse someone, we, in effect, we are tainting our own soul. And we are, that kind of what you put out there comes back to you. And so, sure, the deaf can't hear us, but our soul hears us. And deep down within our soul cries for that, for insulting someone. And so we have to really be careful. I think Ellen also said about the Lashon Hara aspect of it, and Rebecca, and it's about that. It's about being careful so that we don't taint ourselves as well. Because we can go and speak behind people's backs and they never hear us, and everything's fine. But it all comes back to get us at some point. And the other thing is that the deaf and the blind, like Israel said, they can't, this is something that is part of their lives. And it's not their fault that they can't see or hear. And so you're kind of picking on someone who's weaker than you are, in a sense. I mean, they probably aren't. You probably are weaker than they are if you're cursing them. But in the general sense of just don't pick on people and be very careful about what you say. Don't pick on people that seem like an easy target, because they really aren't. And it might come back to bite you in the you-know-what at some point in your life. And so the Torah has a special place there that says, do not curse the deaf. Do not, and that also means don't make fun of. Don't make fun of other people. Don't make fun of people who are a little bit different, who have maybe different conditions, who don't seem normal, whatever that means to you. Don't assume things about people, and just try to understand where everyone is coming from before you make big judgments like that. That was a good discussion. I liked it. So let's now we're going to say Misha Berach, and I am going to read some names. We have a list of names. There's a bigger list that I do during the week with Psalms, and so if ever you need someone on that list, you can email me, text me, and I will put them on as well for the week for the Psalms and Misha Berach. Today we have Linda, we have Scott, we have Paul, we have Toby, we have Amy, we have Shoshana, Liz, Jill, Ellen, Carol, Sean, Annette, Michelle, Randy, Brenda, Merle, Frank, Jeff, and Rebecca, and anyone else who needs a Misha Berach. Now is the time to say their names.
Paul Blutman.
My niece, Harriet Kowalski.
Isaac and Olivia.
And we wish them all a speedy recovery.
Our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Misha Berach, our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. May the one bless those who are sick. with complete good health. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. Let us say Amen. מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, מי שברך אמותינו, שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל, הוא יברך את כל החולים עם רפואה שלמה, רפואת הנפש, רפואת הגוף, ונאמר אמן, אמן. אדוני שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Eternal God, open our lips that our mouths may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ופוקד שרה.
הגיבור לעולם אדוני, רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, לחיי כל חי ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, ישני הפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך מנית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות כל חי. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי כל חי. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום, יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
And we're going to ask everyone to unmute and Isaac and Paul to lead us responsively.
May we see the day when war and bloodshed cease, when a great peace will embrace the whole world.
Embrace the whole world.
The nation will not resignation, and the
Human family will not again know war.
war.
For all who live on earth shall realize, not come into being to hate or to destroy, come into being to hate, labor, and to love.
Compassionate God,
bless the leaders of
All nations.
power of compassion.
fulfill
The promise conveyed in Scripture. I will bring peace to the land. Shall lie down and shall terrify you.
I will
Rid the land of vicious beasts. This shall not be ravished by war. Justice and righteousness flow like a mighty stream. Let God's peace fill the earth as the waters fill the sea. And let us say,
Amen.
Fill the earth as the waters fill the sea, and let us say, Amen.
Amen.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל. All we need right now is peace. All we need right now is peace. Give us faith, give us joy, give us love. All we need right now is peace. All we need right now is peace. All we need right now is peace. Give us faith, give us joy. Give us joy, give us love. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל.
And let's get our Kiddush cups.
ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבעם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. סברי חברה ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצבנו ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. לחיים. And let's unmute as Israel leads us in Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שנתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of winter, we remember them. In the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. If we have your sites or anyone we want to mention, now is the time.
Eliezer Specht and Aryeh Liebeskind.
My old friend Ron Pigpen McKernan.
my father, Henry Kowalski.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. May the memories be for a blessing. And we just celebrated on Thursday, yesterday, Israel's Independence Day. And so I thought we would end with the Hatikvah. So Shabbat Shalom, Happy Yom Ha'atzmaut. That was yesterday. And we're still celebrating today. Why not? And a couple of announcements before we do the challah. Let me just take a little bit of water. Okay, allergies are just crazy. Okay, so sharing this on the screen. Hopefully you can see it. Where is it? Okay. So we are inviting you to a special screening. We got permission to do this for Ahavah on Shavuot. This is a really, really nice documentary that they've done with Lin-Manuel Miranda and a lot of big people. I don't want to give away too much because it's a month away, so you'll get clues and bits and pieces of it as we go on. It's going to happen on Sunday, on Shavuot, the June 5th, yes, and I can't read my own poster, and at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern. Bring your cheesecake, bring your popcorn. There'll be a lot more details about it. It's amazing. It's an amazing, amazing movie. It's a documentary about how it started, the Broadway show, who was in it. And I think there's some surprises in it. And it's just a really, really nice thing. And I thought it would be a really nice opportunity for us to celebrate Shavuot at the same time as watching a movie, being a little social and enjoying ourselves. And then you probably saw a survey maybe a few newsletters ago about we're trying to get this artist to come, and she does beautiful. Rebecca's been going to this. Maybe Rebecca can tell us a little bit about it, because we're trying to get her to come, and we're trying to work it out. And tell us about it, Dr. Rebecca.
Rabbi Shai. Rabbi Shai, I presume. So anyway, so Amanda, I don't think Amanda's here tonight, but she did say she's going to come back. So Amanda was in the play, and we went to college together. And so I've known her about 25 years, and we decided to start going to these paint and sips that are at a restaurant. It's actually closer to her house. And we have done different things. I did a butterfly, which I should have brought over here. Bob, can you grab some of my stuff? So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we've done. And we get together and we paint. And so I was talking to Shai, and I thought it would be really nice to do something kind of social, like you were talking about with the movie. And so I sent out that survey, and it looks like we did have some interest. So I think it would be really good. Her name is Tina, and she is excellent at teaching how to do things that you have no idea how to do. Previous to this, I was really bad at painting. So, and see, here's my father-in-law, Bob, who has all of my things.
Hello, Bob.
So this is Starry Night. So this was the first one we did. I don't know, you might want to turn the light up so people can see. So, so we did a Starry Night. Mine came out kind of psychedelic and weird. And then, my sunflower, which has a metallic paint on it, actually. And then last month, we did the butterfly.
Beautiful.
So these cool things.
Talent is everywhere.
And we thought that originally when we saw the sunflower, we thought something about Ukraine. We could do that. Maybe we'll think of maybe like a nice Jewish theme. It doesn't even have to be directly a Jewish symbol, but
that's
just
right.
the idea. Yeah, the idea of
because
having fun.
Sunflowers are the national flower of Ukraine, and so we had originally thought to do
that, and we might still. It might be something like that. So how do you do this? Well, good question. When you go to those places, you pay a certain amount, and then she gives you all the materials. But since we are all virtual, we would send you a list of what you would need ahead of time, and maybe a suggested link to places you can get it. But everybody has their own places that they know, to get artsy, craftsy things. And then Tina would come on and have a beautiful, show us how to do it. And we might send you also a pre-print out, because I think it comes with a pre-print out, and then it's easier to to paint. It's not something you have to do from scratch. And
and she's on Facebook too, Shai. And she did a Facebook Live where she was just doing a cactus painting that people could paint along with. She told me Michael's is very easy to go to. That's where she goes. But yes, you're right.
Yeah,
Everywhere in
Michael's,
the country.
Amazon. So you stay tuned for that as well. So that's all very exciting. It looks like it probably will be after the movie, just because we have to coordinate everything. But stay tuned to all that. It's really exciting. And invite people to all these events. They can come to our events. And our Zoom can hold up to about 100 or 150 screens. That's screens. So you can invite people to come along to those things, and we'll give you a lot more information about it as we go on. Very, very exciting. So without further ado, let's get our challahs. I mean, it's past Pesach, and now we can, well, we had one last time too. So, and we can do our hand gestures if we need to too. So let's see. Let's try Caroline's version. Here's a tasty loaf of challah, loaf of challah, loaf of challah. Here's a tasty loaf. And you can unmute if you want, challah. And now we say the bracha, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Okay, right. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Be'ezrat Hashem